Oh wait, we didn't even show it to like at home. But,
No, they didn't even get to see it.
yeah, here we go.
This is also the same app we've been discussing. If you have an iPhone.
God, it never gets old.
I know. That is a great app, and I bought the packs already, and it seems
There's
like
only like two.
There's only two, but it seems like they got me. They could release 100 tomorrow, and I will do every single one of them.
Yeah.
They got it. They got to keep on doing it. Whatever they're doing.
So I got a question though, but like if you have like 100,000 people releasing
Hang on one
videos
second.
of
One second.
cats,
See, Hang, you have a question? Go ahead.
yeah. But if there's like 100,000 viral videos of like cats being like with these movie effects being blown up,
Right.
Do you think PETA would get involved?
No.
No.
Well, probably, but who cares? You know, I was thinking that, like watching Fear Factor the other day. They were taking their mouths and biting on snakes and moving snakes from one box to the other box, and I'm like, all right, if PETA's not mad at that, because I was like, wow, you're taking your teeth and grabbing as big of a snake as you can and moving into it. That's biting snakes. That can't be like PETA probably doesn't give a shit about fucking snakes. So.
Yeah, you can be all in about animal cruelty. You can't just go for the fluffy ones. I mean, you're being rude to
Yes,
reptiles.
exactly.
You have to just go across the board. Like,
Well, I think-
like flies, from flies to dogs.
Yeah,
They don't have
cute
feelings.
little puppies.
It's animalist.
And plants. You can't
Animalist.
like mark off
It's
plants.
animalism, right? Is what
Animalism.
you would call it?
Yeah,
makes
it's
sense,
animalism.
yeah.
Well, I think NBC bought PETA. A lot of people didn't notice that. It was fucking NBC bought PETA, then they brought back.
And that's where they got all the
Factor.
animals. They're like, if we buy PETA, then you know how many
Yeah.
animals we'll get to kill?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll totally
Right.
we'll be like Richard Gere, where you buy companies and then you completely destroy them.
Yep.
What did he buy?
In what movie? What was that
In,
movie? It was
Pretty Woman,
Pretty Woman.
right?
Yeah,
Oh.
Pretty
He
Woman.
goes, I buy things and destroy them.
Yeah, what's that called? It's called something. Shit, it doesn't matter. Not a lot of.
See, Tiger Woods' wife, speaking of buying stuff, destroying it,
No.
What'd she buy?
got a $12 million house and then bulldozered it.
What?
Yeah, just fucking bulldozered it.
Why?
For no reason.
Well,
Because she has $500 bazillion dollars.
It had a
She probably
picture-
bulldozed it because she didn't like the windows.
You should see this place. It's this huge white, just imagine what a $12 million house would look like, and that's the
Yeah.
image of it. In Florida, just done, and then they showed the next picture of it, completely destroyed. And it wasn't even like a house that was built it was just like a house built 2 weeks ago.
maybe that was a direct message to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
big.
jeez.
That's
yeah.
a big FU, 12 million.
Yeah.
right.
And then
With
a
the
lot of
golf
people were saying like, why didn't she donate it to whatever? Why don't they do this? Why didn't she give it to homeless? I actually don't like that argument because money is proportional.
Yes.
So even if you make $30,000 a year and you smoke cigarettes or you spend a trip to Vegas,
Yeah.
I could go. Why did you go to Vegas?
Yes.
That money you spent on Vegas, you could have gave to. So I'm not big on that.
You could have given that money to the
Yes, that's
to the
go-
Fear Factor snakes.
Yes, that is a complete waste but it's all proportional.
Oh no.
Are you blowing up
Car-
more shit?
puppy.
There's just a rolling car on my dog.
Yeah, there is that sort of element
Hot
of it
Wheels
where
car?
the average person can't fathom that much money and having that, but it's like, to them, $12 million is like $100,000 to, somebody, I mean, I'm sure it's a big thing. I'm sure she's going to build
mean,
a
it's-
fucking hell of a house on it.
Or right, or just not a golf course.
Yeah.
She just built something, just not a golf
Right.
course.
It's a putt-putt course.
Yeah, or she does something incredibly stupid, like it's just one tiny little Snoopy doghouse. You know what I mean? Like that's how she FUs.
Or like
the
a
fucking-
statue to her, like her new guy. Like
There you
a
go.
$12 million
Like that.
huge statue.
And he's
just
swinging a
right where
golf
the
club.
house-
He's swinging a golf
where's
club.
or he's holding it like he's whacking it off or something.
Yeah,
And that's just,
exactly.
This big statue is now just in the middle of the rubble.
She should start dating that caddy that he fired. There was all that. Remember? Did you hear about all that shit? He
Yeah.
fired his caddy of X amount of years. You were going to ask something, were you not?
That wasn't important.
All right.
It's me trying to take over a
Fleeting
podcast.
thought.
I do that when I'm on our
Cocaine?
what's of it?
You're on cocaine.
Yeah, I do that when I'm on cocaine,
Yeah.
which apparently would be all the time if you see the people who tweet us after listening to the last podcast.
What'd you
and
do for New Year's, John?
Cocaine.
Noticing a theme.
For the record, Your Honor, I did not do cocaine. I sat home with my dogs. Got Batman, Ark, whatever.
Do you love it?
Ark City.
Do you love it?
Very popular.
I love it, and I'm not a good gamer, and I figured out some stuff and then came here. So
I hear there's a lot of Lost references in there. Like
To the show Lost, you mean?
yeah, and, like they use a lot of
of
lines.
I would not see one of them. I don't even know. I haven't
Okay.
figured out how to throw my smoke bomb yet. There's some. I'm also in my 40s, so it's not
Right.
coming to me
Oh, that's cool.
as easy as Tecmo Bowl.
Right.
Do you find yourself buying games and playing them for like a good hour and then not ever going back to them ever again?
More and more so. I think I'm reaching that age where
Yeah.
just like Batman, I put 2 days in, and then I'm on the road again. I'm like, really? Why? What? I
Right.
found Mr. Freeze, but that's done zero for my life. So
Right.
unfortunately figuring that out.
There's something that I've been like on the fence about buying lately. It's a
Get it.
portable. Get it? I know. It's a portable Xbox machine that seems like it would be perfect.
Like a Game Boy kind of situation?
No. Here, let me see if I can find it. It's the Hip. It's from this company called. That's not even it. Hold on.
PlayStation, when I looked in that, PlayStation has these glasses now where if we're playing multiplayer, we can look at the same screen and I can see what I would see and you see what you see, so you don't have to split screen it.
Is that
Oh,
on the
really?
3D? That's on
Wow.
the 3D TVs though, right?
It's a different monitor than your TV, yeah.
Ah.
But still, that's like the greatest thing.
That's pretty
Yeah,
smart.
Geek about stuff. Because when
Yeah.
I'll play video games with my wife, and if we're doing a multi thing, we'll literally get in fights because I'm not
That's
over to the
cool.
left or to the right because her guy can't advance because I'm taking too long.
That's
I
cool. You and your
remember-
wife play. That she plays video
But
games. with
we
you.
argue. Though. I mean, it's
course.
banned. It's not like hate each other,
Right.
argue. But we still get you're doing it wrong. You left.
That's a video game lingo, though. Everybody does that.
Yeah,
When you're-
you're leaving stuff on Ratchet and Clink and stuff you're not picking up.
right.
Well, a lot of people kind of grew up with that too, where like you kind of have the split screens and people are kind of cheating off of what you're doing on your screen.
Yeah,
like
and I
when
see it all different,
when
man.
You're shooting and killing people on your screen, and like you're fighting each other, they'll do that.
Here's the thing I'm talking about. It's it's the size of like a small little suitcase, and it's only on if you go to Doug.com, DUGGED.com, and search for portable Xbox 360. You'll come up with this, and it's just a 720p screen. It's got a place to put your Xbox in. It's got HDMI connection. There's a place to put your power cable and all this stuff. It's just like this little suitcase you can bring on the road, play your Xbox or it also fits the slim PS3 on it. And I'm so tempted, and I guess the sound's really good, the quality's really good. I'm so tempted to buy this, especially, John, if you're on the road a lot and you're in your hotel room, this would be the perfect little thing. And it's been approved by the airline industry, so you could just throw it on the overhead.
I switched from a 15-inch MacBook Pro to a MacBook Air because I thought the 15-inch was just too much for me to fucking carry.
Yeah.
So I wonder if adding a game console would put you over the edge.
Well, I think it would help on the road because you would also get Hulu, you would also get, fucking Netflix, you would also get all that shit, that.
I also have this soccer flick game on my iPad that I can play for hours.
Yeah.
That would be cool though if you're on vacation.
I think hotels should start having like game systems in there.
They do. They have
They
a
do,
Nintendo.
They got the
They do?
Nintendo
Okay.
64. Or
Yeah, they have like
GameCube or
the old
whatever.
school, like they've had literally.
know.
They haven't upgraded their game system since it first came out.
Which is kind of cool in some ways, but I would never pay for
It's
that.
retro cool.
Yeah,
You're like,
but I have a
"Oh."
laptop. I could get an emulator, it's-
Mario Kart. I remember this shit.
You can bring that little Atari joystick that you just plug into the back of your TV.
Yeah, I'm talking about games. I'm talking about Xbox 360. I'm not talking about fucking bullshit.
But the other thing is, for the most part, I guess if you're on the road, it's one thing because a lot of times you're stuck in, wherever fucking
Fucking
town.
Pittsburgh.
There's nothing to do. But if you're on vacation, why are you bringing your fucking Xbox? You
Yeah,
know
I
what
wouldn't
mean?
bring it
Like-
on vacation. I'm
Right.
talking about like
For
if
your
I'm on the road a
6-year-old?
lot. Like Heffron's on the road like almost every
Every day
week.
of my life. I'm on the road right now. A lot of people don't realize that I'm in Columbus right now.
Yeah, wow.
I'm hologramming this
Nice.
as we speak.
Skyping in it.
Yeah.
Skyping in.
I'm sitting in my room trying to find a vending machine. Although that's my new thing. I've been looking online for vending machine hacks.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you this one. It involves like Indiana Jones style, where you take a bag of fucking like bean bag, and you're just like there with like the M&M, and you're just like slowly at the same time you just take it off the sensor. So
This one, they show you the vending machines, and it's a code you type in, and there's a thing you do with your dollar that almost any vending machine you can get either 2-for-1s or completely free.
I feel like someone should start making a website for vending machines, like
There's
app.
one, you know the one that you do, it goes up, and then slides over,
yes.
grabs the Coke, and then
Yes.
it goes like that, and then
Yeah.
it drops it in. Well, there's a thing where you go, it grabs it, and then when it goes to return, you stick your hand in, and then it blocks it. So then what happens is the bottle then falls to the bottom. And then you put your dollar in again because it'll say it was misread. You hit a button, it'll grab a second one. But when the thing comes back up, now you got 2-for-1, dude.
Oh,
You just spent 30 minutes to save 75 cents, and it's still something free. So,
Well, you
but
remember
yet-
the magic dollar? Did you ever play that when you were a kid? And the magic dollar was where you took a dollar bill and you took a packing tape, the clear packing tape, and you just the very tip of the dollar you'd put it on one side and then fold the packing tape around onto the other side, so it grabbed the sticky part on both sides of the dollar, and it was like a handle almost. And we'd go into like pop machines at the time, cigarette machines, and all these machines, and you just pulled it in and then pull it out, and it would register the dollar, but you yank the dollar back out, and so it would credit you. And so I used to allegedly have in high school like trunks full of cigarettes and Cokes and candies and tons of change, like tons of quarters. And then after a while they figured that out, and I don't think you can do it anymore.
I wanted to try the hack so bad, but I just think then, you know how I'm worst case scenario guy. I'm thinking,
Yeah.
I'm going to get caught, and then really,
arrested
That's the
for like
dumbest
75
way to-
cents. Like, I'm 40-something years, I can afford to buy.
Right, a
the-
Dr. Pepper.
Well,
right.
Yeah, but like, so I almost want to go to the security guy who is there at nighttime, because whoever works at hotels at night, I don't even think work there. Like, if you've ever checked into a hotel after 11 p.m., they know nothing. Or if
Yeah.
you check out at like 3 a.m., 4 a.m., So I wonder if I would go, listen, here's $1. I just want to see if this works. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll YouTube it. Maybe I'll do that in Jacksonville.
There's also elevator hacks. I don't know if you know this, where there's like
I don't want to fuck with that. I want to fall.
no elevator hacks. You don't wanna
Unless you get to open. When's if there's an elevator hack and there's a whole floor that nobody tells you about where it's free, like cupcakes.
Have you ever been on an elevator where it's
Free
skips the
Dr.
floor?
Peppers.
Yeah, it's just a whole thing.
Yeah.
And the beds are comfortable and
The
you get,
13th floor that never exists in all places. It's the fucking cupcake Dr. Pepper floor.
There's
It's
hotels
just
I've been
midgets
into.
giving away shit.
yeah.
There's been hotels I've been
unicorns.
into where it skips like the 13th floor, whatever the scary floor was, is like the 11th floor, the bad luck floor.
13th.
Like, yeah, 13th. It would skip the 13th floor. A couple of hotels I've been into
New
where
York.
They don't
New
even
York.
have them. Chicago, a lot of them
Yeah.
don't even have it. It goes from 11 to
Which is
12 to
bullshit because
14.
it's still the 13th floor, right? Like it's,
Yeah.
or is there an empty floor where there's just like where the maids break dancing or
They
something
just
like
skip
that?
it.
I know when I used to perform in Vegas a lot, when you'd eat in the employee cafeteria, there's all these signs and there's magazines about how to, like, a smile will get the casino an extra $50 when the, dealers, hey, how are you? They had a thing where it says Asians love numbers so much and are very
True or false?
super,
Yeah, true or false.
superstitious.
Do you love numbers?
Depends on the kind of age.
Very, very like luck versus bad luck, type thing. Where on the slot machines, you'll see serial numbers, and very rarely will you see serial numbers on the slot machine that end in like odd numbers, for that reason.
Oh, that's interesting.
So for the people who get that crazy and anal and will look at 607, that it ends in like a 7 or
Right.
whatever, but the numbers are complete bullshit,
Uh-huh.
or they just switch them up. My wife, who is Asian, she's got this voodoo thing. Oh, I don't have it. Well, she's trying to pick the sex of the kid, if you conceive, by the month that you throw it down.
So it's like Dungeons and Dragons for babies.
Is that
Like you
is
have a
that like-
seven-sided die or something like that. You're just like, oh, it's an elf.
Yeah, I
Its
think that's what's
armor is
going down.
4.
Yeah, she was like, no, this month we can't because it's we have to have a boy. We have a girl.
So you're trying to make a baby right now?
Well, I have to be home.
Oh.
Or she just doesn't want to sleep with me this month and is making up some crazy.
I think that sounds more like it.
some crazy Chinese New Year thing.
so
She's
you've
not
been-
even Chinese.
So you've been no protection, nothing, no birth control, nothing for the last couple years?
Oh no, nothing.
Nothing? And is your sperm okay? Have you
Oh, I'm supposed to leave it in?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
that helps.
and
Nobody told me that.
talking
That
vagina.
helps.
I was, oh no! I've been doing it so wrong.
That helps.
Is
It's
she
like-
supposed to be there? Wait, what are you
Yeah.
guys talking about?
She's supposed to be there. It's like that old. It's like that old joke where it's like if you're on top, it's more likely you have a boy. If she's on top, it's more likely if you have a girl. So
Oh, really?
That'll explain why you guys
Baby.
have puppies.
Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you got to start doing reverse cowboy, Veronica.
What?
Because
Hermaphrodite, you're going for a
gay
hermaphrodite?
girl.
Wait, so you're telling me? Are you telling me?
Yeah, that's not on the chart, man. That's not
I
on
wasn't on the chart. It was just girl, boy,
I want some
puppy.
Yeah,
hot,
yeah, that-
hot gay girls.
Keep in mind, this chart I think came out in the 1200s. I don't even have a reference point, so so maybe it's more clear cut. I on Twitter I asked. I know it's not the funniest Twitter thing, but I asked because if you knew age, that the girl, if she knew her age at the time of conception and the month that I could guess
Yeah.
was boy girl, and I did my own random survey and it was like
Nothing.
20. I had better odds than playing war. So I
Right.
think it's bullshit.
Yeah, it probably is.
I need a real sign. Like, you have that on Mythbusters.
Yeah,
like, they
genetics.
just need that guy with the mustache needs to sleep with. I don't even know
Have
how
you ever
would
seen
do
the gay
test.
pictures of him, the guy with the mustache? Like, there's like all these gay pictures, and they're really well photoshopped. Like it actually hit news where it was real photos for a while, but then somebody's like, no, that's not real. But it's like gay photos of the guy with the mustache doing gay, like with other guys and stuff. It's
No.
pretty.
Is there
awesome.
Is there software that can detect if something's
Yes.
Photoshop because
Yes.
stuff is so crazy?
There's a
now.
website that I don't remember offhand, but I'm sure if you Google it, there's a website where you can upload a photo and it will tell you if it's been photoshopped or not. And it's just by detecting the brightness and it's the layers, but it's also the brightness and the compression of different layers, because like when you cut and paste, there's different compressions, and there's also like when you like Photoshop anything, there's different compressions. Like it's hard to explain, but it's pretty cool. It's very accurate too.
I saw this face recognition stuff they had on CNN where they're showing how face recognition, I have a hard time saying that word, is going to be used in the future, where if you walk by a sign, and they already have this, it'll look at your face and go, he's male, he's 30 years old, here's the ad for you.
Oh, that was in a movie. That was in.
Yeah, but that exists now.
Yeah.
They
Right?
already-
So,
On
yeah.
billboards.
It was in Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? When the woman's face blows up.
Have you
No,
talked
it
to
was
me
in,
to me about this before in the past? About
No.
like how we were talking about like driving down the street, like on the highway, and looking at a billboard and having it. I think it was you that the billboard would be like towards you.
Yeah, well, they're doing away, but now bars are using it. Where I don't know if it's out yet or it's coming out.
Probably in Vegas.
Where bars will detect and can tell how many people are in the bar, what the average age is in males to females. So then the app is, you live in Los Angeles, you look at your app and it says this bar has
Oh, nice.
70% women that are from 23 to 28 years
Fantastic.
old. And then that's going to either like
Too bad it can't like do like shoot like a laser, like those like things that tell your temperature by shooting a laser. Too bad it
To
can't
how
be like
drunk
how
people
drunk
are?
they are. Like this club is off the hook. There's 70% women and they're all fucking butt wasted.
Yeah.
And the
Ask
yeast
Siri.
detection is off the hook. These girls are ready to go.
18% of the girls are already
But here-
crying. They're already
but-
crying. You're
but
like,
you wanna
oh
see-
shit.
The moisture levels in this club are there's so
girls
much
crying.
wet pussy and crying going on in
But
this
here's
club.
where the big business is, right? So, like other bars, you're going to do that, and then there's going to be a whole generation of people that just look at their phones to decide what bar to go to, which
Right.
it happens now. But back in when I was young, you go from bar to bar, going, this place sucks, and you would drive. But where our business model is, we create faces that look like hot 25-year-old drunk girls and set them like mannequins in a bar. So then all these guys will trick the face recognition stuff, and all these dudes will show up.
Well, you just have all the bouncers have shirt faces on the back of them. You know what I mean?
Just have it.
like just shirts all over their faces.
All right, Redman, I gotta go. I'm rolling.
So you're rolling. All right,
I'm rolling.
Teeb. Follow the Teeb on Twitter. The Teeb.
The Teeb,
And-
everybody.
I
thanks.
might roll too, right?
Yeah, all right, I think we're. Well, and hey, well, let's end it. Like, why don't you guys all say goodbye and stuff like that?
All right.
Let's say goodbye, everybody.
John, get everyone go down and tell your Twitter names and stuff.
At John Heffron, and then at Last Podcasting. Whenever me and John Reaper are around, we
Yeah.
actually do
Did
it
we
here
figure
on the
that out
Discord.
yet?
We got to figure it out, man.
I haven't figured it out.
At the Teeb, everybody, thanks for watching, and thanks for having me, Redban. Another fantastic time at the Ice House.
And then Saw Hung is our awesome guy that helps me out, and that's SAWHUNG, and that's C Hang, and that's past tense. And of course, the beautiful Veronica Ricci, and that's VERONICARICCI. And you're gonna see some really crazy shit coming from her Twitter soon, so check that shit out. And I'm Redban. Thank you very much. If you want to come see a live comedy show that we do while recording this podcast, go to Icehouse's website, icehousecomedy.com, and search for Death Squad. I'm Redban. Thank you very much. Check us out, deathsquad.tv. And about to pick up some more holes at the next